And welcome to Maples Pavilion, Saturday, November 12th, as we get ready to tip off. Stanford, the Cardinal, coming in ranked number 9 right now, will face the Bruins of UCLA. A beautiful national anthem. We'd like to thank all of our service members here and abroad. Thank you for your service that makes this all possible. Ted Emberg here giving you the play-by-play action on this beautiful Saturday evening in Stanford, California. Starting lineups for the Bruins will be number 1, Jordan Anderson, followed by Kyra Rogers. The number 3, Riley Butchler. The libero tonight will be Taylor Formico, number 11. Number 12, Ryan Chandler will be playing setter. And number 5, Tori Van Winden, outside hitter, freshman out of Napa, California. And as we get set for your Cardinal this evening, as the lights dim down at Maples Pavilion. And that was quite a hype-up video as the lights turn back on here at Maples Pavilion. Starting lineups coming up in just a moment for the Cardinal. Number 1 will be the setter, Jenna Gray, the 6'1" freshman out of Shawnee, Kansas. Number 2, Catherine Plummer, Aliso Viejo freshman, 6'6", will be playing setter and opposite hitter. Kelsey Humphreys, a big threat on the offense. Humphreys, the senior, leading the way out of Newport Beach, California, 6 foot. Inky Ajanaku, can't forget about her. Huge difference maker, leads the Pac-12 conference right now with the most blocks. The redshirted senior out of Oklahoma. And of course, Halen McKenna, the defensive specialist, number 14, sophomore, 5'7" out of Laguna Beach, California. Another big threat with the Ajanaku tonight is going to be number 24, Adriana Fitzmorris, the middle blocker. Only a freshman, as this Stanford offense is having the freshmen really step up this year, including Morgan Hentz, another defensive specialist, number 9. Hentz out of Lakeside Park, Kentucky. 57 assists this season and the most digs for the Cardinal with 416. There's the head coach, John Dunning, 4-time NCAA champion in his 16th season with the Cardinal. Stanford in the white tops, black shorts. The Bruins in the gray tops and blue shorts. It'll be a big night for the freshmen and the Cardinal as a whole. 17-6 on the season. The Bruins 20-5. They're both tied right now for first place. A big matchup coming to you in just a moment from Maples Pavilion. Cardinal right now on a 5-game winning streak coming into tonight's match. Last matchup was versus UCLA on October 21st. When these two teams last met, UCLA won that one in 4 sets, 3-1. So Stanford looking for some payback tonight. Stanford overall is 48-36 against the Bruins. And back to serve to start things off is Halen McKenna, and we're underway. Tip shot over by Plummer. And the Cardinal will strike first at Maples tonight. Nice little tip over by Plummer over the blocker's head right at the attack line. And the freshman puts one on the board. Deep serve there by McKenna. And caught flat-footed in between McKenna and Humphreys. And Bruins able to strike back one apiece as we're just getting underway. Here's Tori Van Winden, the outside hitter for the Bruins with the serve. And the up by Gray. Formenko puts it away on the backcourt. 2-1 Bruins. Taylor Formenko, one of the star players on this Bruins offense, earned 3 team honors last year, a senior out of Saratoga. Here's Winden again. Dangerous serve. And point Bruins. UCLA leads 3-1 in the first set. Tori Van Winden from Napa, California. Another deep serve up by Plummer. Gray. And stuffed up front. That was Jenny Frazier, the middle blocker. And senior out of Rancho Santa Fe with the block. See Plummer here trying to go for the kill down the line. And stuffed up front. 4-1 Bruins and a service error. Hands it right back to the Cardinal, 4-2. Adriana Fitzmaurice, the freshman, stands 6'6", towering down over the Bruins. Cardinal trail by 2. Cross-court serve. Backside set. Nice up. And unable to send it over is Fitzmaurice. She gets it over into the crowd, and the Bruins push ahead 5-2. One of the best players for the Bruins is number 1, Jordan Anderson, back to serve right now. Anderson, a senior from Flower Mound, Texas. It's about 27 miles northwest of Dallas. Puts a little bit of spin on the ball. That was Humphreys laying out for it, and they just knock it over. Backside set. It was going deep. The Cardinal got a hand on it, able to get it over. Nice effort. Stuffed up front. That's Jenna Gray. The Cardinals stuck with the point, and it pays off. Great hustle on defense. Look at Humphreys here. Able to get it over. And then a big block up front by Jenna Gray, the freshman. Back to serve is Gray. Bruins lead 5-3. Cross-court serve for Gray. And an easy put away for Jenny Frazier. It'll be her second kill of the night. Last year she led the Bruins with 10 aces, averaging 1.3 kills per set. 6-3 Bruins. Back to serve is number 6, Kylie Miller, the freshman from Rancho Cucamonga. And Joniku going for the power on the end line, gets it. And it's point Cardinal. And Joniku, a big threat this evening, puts it right in between the back row. Nice kill shot for Njanaku. 4 serving 6. And just long, that was Morgan Hentz. And the Bruins get the point, 7 serving 4. Back to serve for UCLA, Riley Butchler. Probably the second best player if you're looking at stats on the Bruins roster. There's the up by Gray and tipped over by Joniku. A net violation for UCLA, and they send the point right back. A freebie for the Cardinal. Checking in will be Fitzmaurice. And heading out will be Njanaku. She'll take a rest for a moment. 5 serving 7. Here's the libero. Morgan Hentz with the deep serve. Near side. That's Tori Van Winden, the freshman. And she gets her another kill for this evening. 8 serving 5. Before Mike Formico, the libero for UCLA. UCLA up by 3. Gray, Lutz. Lutz trying to put it away down the line, just wide. And it's 9-5 UCLA. Timeout called by John Dunning as UCLA leads by 4. We'll take a quick break. Back in 30 seconds at Maples Pavilion. UCLA with an early lead, 9-5. And welcome back to Maples Pavilion. The Bruins up 9-5 in the first set. Libero Taylor Formico will be back to serve for the Bruins as John Dunning just called the timeout for the Cardinal. UCLA going on a bit of a run early in set number 1. Here's Formico, the senior. Pops one over on the attack line. Gray. And a block up front by Felix. 6'6" senior out of Colorado Springs. Tough to get it past her with that height. And it's 10-5 UCLA. Gray. A deep shot for the Bruins. Do they get it? They do. It looks like it touched the end line. A tough break for the Cardinal, and it's 11-5 UCLA. Here's Formico again with the serve. Up by Hentz. Gray to Lutz. On the end line, gets the kill. Moretta Lutz, the redshirt junior out of Houston, Texas. Lutz having a fantastic season. The third most blocks with 100 this season. As Kelsey Humphreys, the senior, back to serve. Humphreys with a deep serve. Up by Formico. Touch shot. Block up front, and it gets past Vonyak. Humphreys trying to get a hand on it, and it's 12-6 UCLA in set number 1. Here's Ryan Chandler, number 12 for the Bruins out of San Diego. Went to Torrey Pines High School. Cross-court serve. Fitzmaurice. Over by Vonyak. It's going to be a free ball for the Bruins. Humphreys. And a big swing from Vonyak. Mistimed it a little bit. And it's point UCLA. And another timeout called. It's the second timeout for head coach John Dunning of the Cardinal as UCLA leads in set number 1, 13-6. We're talking about the beginning of this broadcast, the freshman for the Cardinal. Even though the Cardinal have increased their win streak to 5 matches, the freshmen have really done a fantastic job stepping up to the net this season. Freshman Catherine Plummer had a career-high 20 kills against the Buffaloes. Registered her team best 6th double-double of the year with 19 kills in 10 digs versus the Utes. Freshman Adriana Fitzmaurice as well added 2.43 kills and about 1 block per set in the 2 matches, while freshman libero Morgan Hentz, who's starting libero tonight, anchored the defense, 5.43 digs per set. So the freshmen doing a fantastic job for the Cardinal. Stanford trails in set number 1. It's 13-6 back in 20 seconds when we resume play here at Maples Pavilion. And welcome back to Maples Pavilion, Ted Emberg. It's 13-6 UCLA serving in set number 1. It's Chandler to serve for the Bruins. Gray with this up. Nice dig by the libero, Hentz. Hentz just pops it over. Free ball for the Bruins. Near side, it's Jordan Anderson, dangerous hitter, the best on the team. UCA Volleyball National Team Europe roster this year. 289 kills and a couple more this evening. Bruins lead 14-6. Fitzmaurice with the kill. That's a big-time cross-court kill for Adriana Fitzmaurice, the freshman. And Vonyak will check out. And coming in is Holland McKenna, who will head back to the end line to serve. UCLA leading 14-7. Here's McKenna. Nice up and unable to keep it alive. It's point Bruins. Big time swing from UCLA. And the Cardinal just unable to get the up on the power behind it. Here's Van Winden. Gray from the attack line over to Plummer, and Plummer puts it away. Catherine Plummer, another freshman, has the most kills on the roster this year, 275, hitting 255 on the court. Pac-12 Freshman of the Week as well, back in September. 8 serving, 15. Here's Fitzmaurice. Knocks one down the line. And Humphreys misguides the dig out of bounds, and it's point Bruins, 16-8 in set number 1. Jordan Anderson back to serve. Dangerous player, Anderson. Some hefty spin on that ball, and then Joniku tries to put it away cross court. Just a little bit out of bounds. Had the right idea, though. It's point Bruins. Anderson to serve again. UCLA in the gray tops. Cardinal in the white. Gray. Oh, what a tricky play that was. And Joniku was coming in to Gray looking for the set. And Gray tactfully knocked it over. UCLA caught flat-footed on that one. Back to serve is Gray. Went to St. James Academy at high school. A deep serve in the corner and gets it to drop. That's an ace for Jenna Gray. Has the second most service aces on the roster. Make that 15 for Gray this season. And it's 10 serving 17. Gray with a cross-court serve. Touch over for the Bruins. Here's the up by Gray. And Plummer tries to put it away, blocked up front by Jenny Frazier. Getting that 6'5 frame, hard to get it past her. UCLA closing in on set number 1 as it's 18-10, Bruins with the lead. Kylie Miller, the freshman, 5'11", out of Rancho Cucamonga. Gray and Joniku fakes it. Near side. Nice block up front by the Cardinal, too. A big-time block again, and that's Moretta Lutz, the redshirt junior. And it's going to be a net violation, and it's point Bruins, and 19 serving 10. Joniku. Miller. Touch shot over by Buechler. Couple of taps back and forth. Lutz. Another touch shot. And got too cute with it was Kyra Rogers as the taps were going back and forth. Both teams holding off on hitting the gas and trying to put it away, and it's point Stanford. Back to serve will be Catherine Plummer. 11 serving 19. Set number 1. Catherine Plummer, national team experience this last year. And she serves one deep, service error, hands it right back to the Bruins. And the Bruins hit the 20-point mark. It's 20-11 in set number 1. Here's Buechler to serve, and a service error sends it back to the Cardinal. Hence. Miller. Hence. Plummer. Plummer with too much behind it, try to go cross court, and it's point Bruins. 21-12, UCLA with the lead in set number 1. Back to serve for the Bruins is Formico, the libero. A cross-court kill. That's Ivana Vonyak, the outside hitter, the redshirt junior out of Bad Soden, Germany. And it's 21-13. UCLA with the lead. Stanford looking for a set number 1 comeback right now. Humphreys to serve. Here's the up by Miller. And a big-time kill there for Tori Van Winden of the Bruins. And 22-13 the score in set number 1. Bruins with the lead. And deep kill right in between the back row. Tough to block those. The San Diego native Ryan Chandler, number 12, back to serve for UCLA. Vonyak tries to put it away. Yep by Gray. Vonyak again. And touched by UCLA. And it's point Cardinal. Here's the up by the libero. Vonyak coming in and touched at the net by the front 2 blockers for the Bruins. 14 serving 22. Here's McKenna. Holland McKenna, the sophomore from Laguna Beach. Touch shot over. And Adriana Fitzmaurice looking for the cross-court kill. Sends it a little bit long. Here's Gray, backside set. And Fitzmaurice looking for that cross-court finish, but it's point Bruins, 23 serving 14. That's Van Winden with a service error, and it's point Stanford. Stanford trailing by 8 in the first set. Peyton Chang will check in. Has seen limited time this season, the sophomore from Newport Beach, California. Down the line serve for Chang. Cardinal down by 8. Looking for a comeback. Nice over by Gray. And touched up front by Jenna Gray for the kill. Nice put away up front. And Chang back to serve again. 16-23, Cardinal trailing the Bruins. Big time swing there from Riley Buechler. And it's point Bruins. It's set point in the first set, 24-16. Jordan Anderson for the Bruins will be looking to finish off set number 1 for UCLA. Set point Bruins. Just long. I don't know about that call, but Catherine Plummer was looking for the end line kill. And UCLA takes the first set 25-16. They'll swap sides at Maples Pavilion. And we'll be back with set number 2. It's 25-16. UCLA taking set number 1 up 1-0. Back with the second set in just a moment in Stanford, California. And welcome back to Maples Pavilion. As we take a look at the first set, it was UCLA with the first set win, 25-16. UCLA ranked number 13 in the nation. Stanford ranked number 9. A tough front offense and defense for the Bruins up front, especially with that height advantage that they have. Let's see what the Cardinal can do in set number 2 as we're about ready to tip off. Set number 2 at Maples Pavilion. Stanford down 1-0. Back to serve for the Bruins. Bruins in the gray tops, blue shorts. The Cardinal in the white tops. Here's Ryan Chandler. Redshirted junior. The deep serve. And the up by Lutz. And the Bruins strike first in set number 2. Tori Van Winden with the kill. It's 1-0 Bruins. In the first set, Jenna Gray for the Cardinal hitting .667 with the most points, 3.5, as Chandler serving again. And Joniku, big time. That's Inky and Joniku, the redshirt senior. They need her to step up tonight. Out of Oklahoma, big-time blocker at Joniku, best in the Pac-12. Preseason all Pac-12 selection as well. Here's Catherine Plummer for the Cardinal to serve. It's 1-1, set number 2. And the put away for the Bruins. It's 2-1. For UCLA, Tori Van Winden in the first set with 4 kills, hitting .667, 5 points, the most for the Bruins. Here's Tori Van Winden to serve. UCLA leads 2-1. Now is Vonyak looking for the end line. A little bit too much on it for Vonyak. Bruins lead 3-1. UCLA's last match at Cal on Thursday. They won in straight sets, 3-0. And a nice tip there by Vonyak, redeeming herself on that last deep shot. And it's 3-2, UCLA with the lead in set number 2. Bruins lead 1-0. Back to serve is Morgan Hentz, the freshman. Starting libero for the Cardinal tonight. Backside set, a big-time block from Moretta Lutz, and a primal scream after. Look out. There's that primal scream. Hopefully we see a lot of that tonight up front. And it's tied 3 apiece in set 2. Near side, a little touch up by Lutz. Here's Gray. Vonyak. And the put away by Moretta Lutz again. Moretta Lutz not only can put the ball away, 100 blocks this year, averaging 1.19 blocks per set, 258 points going into tonight's match for the Cardinal. And Adriana Fitzmaurice up front this time instead of Lutz, and it's 5-3 Cardinal. The first lead in tonight's match for the Cardinal, 5-3. In set 2, Hentz to serve. Touch shot over Vonyak. Cross court, tries to go for the kill, was Jordan Anderson. Sends it deep at 6-3 Cardinal. Here's the backside set. Looking for the end line in the corner was Anderson. Here's Hentz. Hentz with 416 digs this season, including 26 versus USC. Stanford is 48-36 overall versus UCLA as Hentz sends that one deep. A service error sends it to the Bruins. Bruins trail by 2. Back to serve will be Anderson. Anderson, a big threat on the Bruins. Vonyak. Gray. Fitzmaurice. Yes. Adriana Fitzmaurice. Waited for that blocker up front. Stalled a little bit and then puts some extra heat behind it. It's 7-4 Cardinal in set 2. Here's Kelsey Humphreys. Humphreys at a Newport Beach. And that one unable to get over by Vonyak, looking for the block. And the Bruins trail by 2. It'll be 5-7. Cardinal leading in set number 2, down 1-0. UCLA won the first set 25-16. Back to serve is Kylie Miller for the Bruins. Gray, Vonyak, blocked. And that's Riley Buechler, the junior out of Del Mar, California, with the block, and UCLA trails by 1 now, 6-7. Miller to serve again. And it's going to be a free ball for the Bruins. And Buechler again with the kill, ties it 7 apiece in set number 2. UCLA ranked number 13 in the nation. Both these teams tied at number 1 in the Pac-12 conference. It's going to be a free ball for the Bruins again. And a big block there from Adriana Fitzmaurice at a crucial time. Cardinal push ahead 8-7. It was a free ball, and then Fitzmaurice comes over the top like King Kong. Knocks it down, no chance. McKenna back to serve for the Cardinal, 8-7. Deep serve, nice serve from McKenna. And looking for the cross-court kill is Rogers. And point Cardinal, 9-7. McKenna will serve again. Most service aces on this Cardinal lineup with 18. As a freshman, she was also the Cardinals' starting libero. Fitzmaurice again. It's point Cardinal. They hit the 10 mark, 10-7 in set number 2. Fitzmaurice putting some extra pop behind that shot. Bruins unable to respond. Good looking serve from McKenna. Block up front. They'll keep it alive. Gray. Plummer. And it's point Cardinal, 11-7. Nice set. And Plummer going down the line. Great swing. Here's McKenna again, 11-7. Miller. Nice swing there from Buechler. And Buechler will head back to serve. UCLA trails by 3. Yeah, that's a fantastic swing by Buechler. 8-11. And just deep, it'll be point Cardinal. Buechler gives one right back. And the Cardinal will take that any time as the libero Morgan Hentz will sit down for a moment. It's 12-8. Adriana Fitzmaurice, the 2-time Pac-12 Freshman of the Week. Great block up front from Ajanaku. Nice rotation for the Cardinal. Tough play. It's going to be a free ball for the Bruins. Humphreys just pops it over. Here's the free ball. Blocked up front, and it's point Bruins. Van Winden with the kill. Formico back to serve for UCLA. 9-12. Pop serve. Gray and Joniku with a touch shot. Hence, Gray. Big time Plummer. Cross-court slam. Nice set, and Plummer finishes it off. 13-9, Stanford. Catherine Plummer back to serve. Deep serve from Plummer. Van Winden. Gray with the set, and Joniku with the smash, blocked up front from Claire Felix, 6'6" senior out of Colorado. And Joniku had the height, and Felix reaching her arms over, puts that ball down. It's 10 serving 13. Cardinal in the lead with the second set by 3. Here's Ryan Chandler, redshirt junior from San Diego. Last year was second on the team with assists per set. Cross-court swing from the Cardinal. It'll be a free ball opportunity, perhaps. Gray, Plummer. UCLA keeping it alive. And Moretta Lutz will finally finish the deal. A nice rally back and forth, and Moretta Lutz puts some extra pop behind it. And the Cardinal push ahead by 4, 14-10. Nice crowd in attendance tonight at Maples Pavilion. As both these teams going head-to-head in a big-time match tonight. That's Tori Van Winden putting it in between the back line. Point UCLA 11-14. Van Winden graduated high school early and joined UCLA in the spring of 2016 semester. That's Moretta Lutz with the kill. And a timeout called. Stanford 15, UCLA 11 in set number 2. Stanford trails 1-0. We'll take a quick break back at Maples Pavilion in 30 seconds. And welcome back to Maples Pavilion as a timeout stop play for a moment. Stanford up 15-11, trailing 1-0. We're in set number 2 right now. Cardinal up by 4 in the first set. UCLA was extremely dominant at the net. Stanford putting the pressure on the Bruins in set number 2 with a 4-point lead. It'll be Morgan Hentz to kick things off. Or to tip things off, I should say, in set number 2, 15 serving 11. And coming out of the timeout, the Bruins strike blood. It'll be 12 serving 15. Back to serve will be Anderson, the senior. Went to Flower Mound High School. 289 kills this season. Nice touch shot by Vonyak. The up by Gray. Vonyak again. Vonyak for the third time. It's Catherine Plummer to Gray. They'll go to Lutz this time. Lutz again with the power, and that'll do it. Look at this backside set from Gray, and then Lutz down the line. Good luck trying to dig that one up. It'll be 16 serving 12. Kelsey Humphreys, the senior, to serve. Deep serve from Humphreys. Cardinal up by 4 in set number 2. Block up front by Lutz. Into the crowd, and that was Catherine Plummer trying to track it down. in the seats, but no chance of a play. It'll be point Bruins. Bruins closing the gap by 3. Set number 2, UCLA 13, serving 16. Kylie Miller, the freshman, back to serve. Short serve, and Gray touched it. Bit of a mistake on Gray's part. A free point to the Bruins. 14-16. Here's Miller again. Deep serve this time. Gray, Vonyak, cross-court kill. Nice quick set. Backside set, and then Vonyak with a cross-court kill right at the feet of Kylie Miller. And the Cardinal up 17-14. McKenna to serve. Low set. Humphreys trying to get the up, but out of bounds. It's point Bruins. Bruins playing some tough volleyball this evening at Maples Pavilion. We're at Cal on Thursday, won in straight sets as Buechler serving. The up by Gray, touch shot by Plummer. The up by Formico. Nice block up front by Plummer. Goes far side this time, and Adriana Fitzmaurice and Jenna Gray together. It looked like they got the block up front. Let's see another replay of this. And it looked like both of them helped out up front. And it's point Cardinal, 18-15, set number 2. Adriana Fitzmaurice, the freshman. Looking for the cross-court end line, and they find it somehow. Good shot by the Bruins. And it's 16-18. Cardinal up by 2 in set number 2. Formico to serve. The set by Gray. And Janaku, she's been quiet tonight. Anderson. Oh, good play by Gray. And trapped underneath the net was Tori Van Winden with no room to pop it over. It's point Stanford. 19-16 Cardinal. Freshman Gray back to serve. Made her debut at San Diego. Tallied 25 assists in her collegiate debut. Out of Kansas, Shawnee, Kansas. Gray with the set. Plummer with the swing. Kept alive by the Bruins. Anderson. And another block up front. And that primal scream from Loretta Lutz. I love it. Let's see that scream again. So we have the set. Block up front by Lutz. Boom. Loretta Lutz so dangerous at the net. 100 blocks this year going into tonight's match. And immediate timeout called. It's 20-16 Cardinal in set number 2. The Cardinal trail 1-0. We'll be right back at Maples Pavilion. Don't go anywhere. Back at Maples Pavilion, it is bedlam here. The Cardinal crowd going crazy. Some excellent support. You see there. I don't even know what that says, but I love it. Stanford up by 4 in set number 2, 20-16. Getting some excellent support on a Saturday evening from the fan base. Gray to serve for the Cardinal. Nice cross-court serve for Gray. Looking down the line were the Bruins. Plummer pops it over. Anderson. Plummer, Gray, and Joniku. What a dig by Formico. Gray. Plummer. Anderson finishes it off for the Bruins. What a rally. Going back and forth, some great shots and digs by both teams. Here's Anderson with a cross-court kill to finish it off. UCLA trailing by 3. 17 serving 20 in set number 2. Bruins lead 1-0. Bruins ranked number 13 in the nation. Back to serve is Ryan Chandler, redshirt junior. Cross-court small serve, and Joniku with the kill and finish. Point Cardinal. Here's Joniku, powering it right at the front. 2 blockers for the Bruins. And the Cardinal 4 points away from closing on set number 2. Back to serve is Catherine Plummer. Deep serve from Plummer. Kept alive momentarily, but Jenny Frazier puts it away. 18 serving 21. Tori Van Winden, the freshman, will serve for UCLA. Van Winden, mom was an All-American outside hitter at Cal Poly. Dad played basketball at Cal Poly as well, so the athletic genes in the Van Winden family. Is a cross-court serve, and Joniku gets out of the way. Big swing from Vonyak. Ivana Vonyak, the junior, pushes the Cardinal 3 points away from set number 2. Vonyak transition from middle blocker to outside hitter. It's paying off tonight. And that's Jordan Anderson, the biggest threat for the Bruins. Puts one away near the end line. And Anderson will head back to serve one up. 19 serving 22 in set number 2. Cardinal have made a tremendous comeback in the second set as Lutz finishes it. Gives a shout at her teammates to finish off set number 2. Nice backside set, and then Lutz right at the feet of Anderson. 23-19, Cardinal leading in set number 2. Here's Humphreys to serve. And a net violation on the Bruins. It's point Cardinal, and it's set point at that as well. 24-19 in set number 2. The fans on their feet here at Maples Pavilion. And Plummer has one ricocheted off her hand into the crowd. It quiets the crowd momentarily. And now they're back on their feet and ready to erupt here at Stanford University. Back to serve is Kylie Miller, 20 serving 24 in set number 2. Fitzmaurice. Backside set. Point Bruins. It's 21-24. Miller to serve again. And a timeout called by head coach John Dunning of the Cardinal. His team leads by 3 in set number 2, 24-21. The Cardinal trails 1-0, looking to close it out in set number 2. Just need one more. We'll be right back at Maples Pavilion. Don't go anywhere. Back in just a moment. And we're back at Maples Pavilion. It's set point for the Cardinal in set number 2. UCLA to serve, the crowd on their feet as we resume play. 21 serving 24, a service error, and that'll do it for the Cardinal. The Cardinal pulls out and pulls ahead in set number 2, closing it out 25-21. We're tied at 1 set apiece going into the locker rooms. We'll be back for the 3rd set at Maples Pavilion. We're tied 1 apiece. Back in 10 minutes at Stanford University.
Challenge each other to a 6-on-6 scrimmage, so let's cheer them on. Goes out of bounds. Serve will go to the other side. We have an ace. Let's go back to the other side, sir. Got a good rally going on here. Oh, that's unfortunate. Into the net. Oh, we got another race. And one more minute. One more minute, girls. Nicely done. And over again. Last point. Here we go. more time, the Bears score. And we have a winner in our Sprockets Timeout for Trivia contest. The question asked is, who is the leading player in total blocks so far this season? And Elisa Griva correctly guessed that Akia Jonaku was leading the team in blocks coming into tonight's match with 131 this season. Congratulations, Lisa. We are bringing you a gift certificate for Sprockets, NorCal's volleyball store located in downtown Los Gatos. Or visit them online at siliconvolley.com.
And welcome back to Maples Pavilion. Ted Ember calling all the action for you this evening as number 9 Stanford is taking on number 13 UCLA. We're tied at 1 set apiece. The first set went to UCLA. They won at 25-16. The Cardinal in a back and forth battle in the second set pulled out the set number 2 win with a 25-21 closure. As we enter into set number 3, it's getting loud at Maples Pavilion. Great Cardinal fan base in attendance tonight. Stanford will serve things to start off set number 3. It's Jenna Gray, the freshman from Kansas, back to serve. Cardinal in the white tops, UCLA in the gray. underway. Backside set for the Bruins. Nice block up front from the Cardinal. Touch shot over in between the gap at the attack line. And the Bruins put the first number on the board in set number 3. Little touch shot over Joniku's head. And it's 1-0 Bruins in the first set. Tori Van Winden and Riley Buechler for the Bruins putting up most of the points. A big swing there from Plummer, and we're tied at 1 apiece. Looking over the stats, there's not much of a difference in between the block serves and attacks that are differentiating this matchup so far. Except UCLA is swinging 254 to the Cardinal 156. Plummer back to serve. Backside set. Gray with the up. To Vonyak down the line. Sails wide. And it's point Bruins. Bruins lead 2-1 in set number 3. We're tied at 1 set apiece. For the Cardinal, Moretta Lutz swinging 400 with 7 points tonight. As Lutz takes care of business up front, tied 2 apiece. Nice swing from Moretta Lutz. His backside set. Lutz looking cross court, and a blocker for the Bruins gets a piece of it. Here's the libero, Morgan Hentz. Nice looking serve from Hentz. Nice up as well from Plummer. And it's going to be a free ball for the Bruins right now. And swinging right down the middle, finding the open space. It's 3-2 UCLA. Moretta Lutz, so I was talking about her, swinging 400 for the Cardinal, 6 kills. Also Adriana Fitzmaurice putting up 6 points. Gray and Plummer as well with 4 apiece. Lutz looking at the end line. The up by the Bruins, over by Rogers. Fitzmaurice, right to me. And it's point Cardinal. Yeah, this was a nice swing and a nice touch by me. I was able to catch that one. And we're tied at 3 in set number 3. All threes at Maples Pavilion tonight. Humphreys back to serve, the senior. Second most assists behind Jenna Gray with 359. Nice block up front from Vonyak. And it looked like Fitzmaurice as well. You know, Adriana Fitzmaurice, the 6'6 freshman, puts the Cardinal ahead 4-3 in set 3. Low set for the Bruins, and it's going to be point UCLA. Look like a net violation for the Cardinal. We're tied at 4s. Here's Buechler. Deep serve from Buechler. Humphreys to Fitzmaurice, cross court. Gray. Fitzmaurice with a touch shot this time and a net violation. Might have been a double touch on that. UCLA leads 5-4. Tied at 1 set apiece here at Maples Pavilion. Deep serve and bad hit by Plummer. It's going to be a free ball opportunity for the Bruins. See who they dish it out to. They go far side to Tori Van Winden. Who else? The outside hitter. And Van Winden puts it away. 6-4 Bruins. Yeah, Van Winden going deep right at the feet of Plummer. Bruins up by 2. Gray with the set. Vonyak with the finish. And Vonyak will check out. And Holland McKenna will head back to serve. Look at this replay again from Vonyak. Vanna Vonyak out of Germany. Redshirted her first season on the farm. Cardinal down by 1 in set number 3. Big swing there from Tori Van Winden. It's been a big threat on the court this evening. And UCLA pushes ahead by 2. The libero Formico to serve. Gray with the up. Fitzmaurice with a cross-court finish. It's point Cardinal. Trailing by 1 now, 6 serving 7, and Fitzmaurice will head back. Fitzmaurice likes that cross-court finish. Pays off well there. Here's the freshman. Down the line serve. The over by Van Winden. Plummer. Miller. Anderson. Block up front. Big time there. There's Inky Ajanaku. She's been quiet, but has had her moments. Here's another look at that. Ajanaku reaching over those long arms, able to put it away. Tied at 7s in set number 3. Fitzmaurice back again to serve. Little touch shot serve for Fitzmaurice. And a service error sends the point freely back to UCLA. Bruins ahead 8-7. Ryan Chandler back to serve for the Bruins, the redshirt junior. The transfer from Pepperdine in 2013. Played the libero role there at Pepperdine. Looking down the line. It's going to be a tough shot for UCLA, and it's point Cardinal. UCLA claiming the Cardinal got a finger on it, and we're tied at 8 in set number 3. Back to serve for Stanford, Jenna Gray. Gray also the Kansas State champion in javelin. Second most of his service aces for this Cardinal lineup. A touch shot by Tori Van Winden, and it's point Cardinal, 9-8. Gray to serve again. Cardinal on the far side in the white tops, black shorts, UCLA in the blue. Cross-court serve. Backside set. Blocked up front. Inky Ajanaku. Take another look. Backside set. She got some help there too from Plummer, it looked like.
Let's go, Cardinal!
Might split that point. And it's 10-8 Cardinal. Gray. Nice serve. Nice up by Hentz. Plummer. Touch shot. Yes. Nice set by Gray. A little touch shot over the front two. Right at the attack line. Hard to dig that one up. Cardinal push ahead by 3. Gray. That's going to catch the end line. No, it will not. Look like a double touch, perhaps, for UCLA. The Cardinal up by 4 now, 12-8 in set number 3. We're tied at 1 set apiece. Timeout called on the court. We'll be right back at Maples Pavilion. Stanford leads 12-8. Don't forget to get your tickets for the last 2 remaining regular season matches of 2016, as the Cardinal will be at Arizona State on November 18th, then at Arizona November 20th. They'll be home to face Oregon on the 23rd of November, and then Cal on the 25th. November 23rd against Oregon at home at 7 p.m. versus Cal at 5 p.m. Then the NCAA first and second rounds begin for the NCAA tourney. And it's getting loud again at Maples Pavilion. Gray staying at the end line to serve it up. 12 serving 8. Set number 3, tied at 1 set apiece. Anderson with a huge swing. And UCLA with the point out of the timeout. Tori Van Winden back to serve, 9 serving 12 in the third set. And Winden with a deep serve. The up by Gray, near side to Plummer. Nice up by the libero for UCLA. It's going to be a free ball, perhaps for the Cardinal here. No. Double touch for the Cardinal, point UCLA. In such a tight match tonight, it's tough to give points to UCLA for free. The up by Plummer as Cardinals were diving all over the court, unable to put a hand on the volleyball. Another point for UCLA. 11 serving 12. Tori Van Winden back to serve. Van Winden's mom was an All-American as she sails one long. Gives it back to Stanford. So a lot of giving going on in these last couple points. And the Cardinal will take it as they lead by 2, 13-11. Here's Catherine Plummer. Played with the national team last year. The only player to win the FIBA World Championship. And an indoor silver and the beach gold. Take another look at that. Gray just unable to get enough under it. Point UCLA. Sanderson. Dangerous threat as they wipe the court clean of the sweat. Making it a little bit slippery here at Maples. Energy is high. Crowd is riled up. And UCLA is trailing by 1 in set number 3. Cardinal ahead by 1, 13-12. And Lutz with the finish. 14-12. Take another look at that. Moretta Lutz coming in, looking cross court, loves that shot. So much power behind it. UCLA unable to get it up. 14-12, Cardinal. Touch shot over. Lutz with the up. And Fitzmaurice with the finish. Here's Gray with the set. Fitzmaurice with a kind of a sidearm swing at it. And it pays off in spades, 15-12. Back to serve is Hentz. Big swing up front from Frazier. And Moretta Lutz deflects, but cannot get the up enough to help out her teammate. Let's take another look at that. Yep. That one just too fast and too quick for Lutz. 13-15. Set number 3 tied at 1 set apiece at Maples. And Lutz with a little lob shot over the front 2. Coming back at it is Buechler. And Buechler with the kill down the line. A lot of back and forth. Look at this cross-court set. Buechler looking down the line, gets the finish. 14-15. Cardinal up by 1. Cross-court, Vonyak with the finish. Vonyak, little touch shot down the line. UCLA was not expecting that. 16, serving 14. Here's Humphreys. Free ball for the Cardinal. And Adriana Fitzmaurice right on the end line. Sends the Cardinal up by 3. Backside set right on the end line. Nice finish for Adriana Fitzmaurice, the freshman. Humphreys, 17 serving 14. Nice up by the libero for the Cardinal. The over from Vonyak. Big time block up front from Adriana Fitzmaurice. A 13th best in the country, and she's showing why right there. Boom. (18-14). Cardinal with the lead in set number 3. Humphreys with the serve again. Touch shot over. Nice up by Humphreys again, and Humphreys unable to get that one. It's point Bruins, 15 serving 18. Head coach for the Bruins, Michael Seeley, calling out some words of encouragement to his players. Touch shot over. Backside set. Humphreys, Gray, Vonyak. And a block up front. Point UCLA. Bruins close within 2 of the Cardinal in set 3. 16 serving 18. Here's Buechler. Both teams playing like they really want this one tonight. Vonyak powers it down, cross court. Tori Van Winden can't get the up in the Cardinal. Get the point, 19-16.
Let's go, Cardinal!
Sophomore back to serve, Holland McKenna. The defensive specialist, she'll play libero every once in a while as well. Cross-court serve. Big block up front. They go back to Van Winden, and Van Winden down the line will get the point. Nice little bump to Van Winden. Some spin on it, slicing it into the corner. 17 serving 19. Cardinal up by 2. Plummer, the up by UCLA. Backside set. Free ball opportunity. Fitzmaurice with a touch shot. Wow. Humphreys almost had that one. A huge dig. It just sailed a little bit long, but a great effort by the senior out of Newport Beach. It's point UCLA, 18 serving 19 in set 3. Formico. Some blocking up front from both sides. Backside set. And UCLA swings it, puts it away. And we're tied at 19s. Backside set again. It's right in front of Humphreys. Nothing you can do about that in between the gap. So we'll take a quick break. Don't forget our next match versus Oregon, Wednesday, November 23rd at 7 p.m. Holiday food drive. Don't forget to bring non-perishable food donation. You can get all your tickets at gostanford.com. We look forward to seeing you out here Wednesday, November 23rd. Cardinal will head out to Arizona. They'll play Arizona State. And then they'll play Arizona before coming back and facing Oregon here at Maples Pavilion. So we're tied at 19. We'll be back in 30 seconds at Maples Pavilion in set number 3. Who's going to finish it out in set 3? We'll find out. Back in just a moment. We're tied at 19s at Maples Pavilion. Number 13 ranked UCLA. Number 9 ranked Stanford. We split one set apiece. We're in set number 3, tied at 19s. UCLA to serve, and they get the first point out of the timeout. Taylor Formico with the service ace. UCLA up by 1, 20 serving 19. Here's Formico again. Deep serve. Gray with the over. A lot of confusion at the net. McKenna to Plummer. Formico, Anderson. Nice up by the libero. Here's Plummer, cross court. Anderson. McKenna. And unable to push it over. It's point UCLA, 21-19. Another timeout called on the court by head coach John Dunning of Stanford University. UCLA up by 2, 21-19 in set number 3. Back in just a moment at Maples Pavilion. It's a lot of back and forth. Stay tuned. UCLA 21, the Cardinal 19. And we're just about ready to resume play at Maples Pavilion. The Bruins up 21-19 in set 3, tied at 1 set apiece. Plummer, Formico, Anderson, Gray, Plummer, yes! Catherine Plummer with the kill. Nice deep swing from Plummer on that back right corner. Adriana Fitzmaurice to serve. 20 serving 21 in set 3. Down the line serve. Anderson with a touch shot, a beautiful one as well. A nice little hook tip shot right on the line. Beautiful piece of work by Jordan Anderson. Bruins up by 2, 22-20. Chandler to serve, a service error sends it back the Cardinal way for free. Loretta Lutz checking back in. Jenna Gray back to serve as Kelsey Humphreys heads out. 21 serving 22. Jenna Gray, the freshman, second most in service aces with 14. And up front, Enki Ajanaku. She's been quiet, but at the big moments has shined through. That front two with Lutz and Ajanaku. Danger, danger. And we're tied at 22s in set number 3. This match is split 1 set apiece. Here's Gray again. Cross-court serve. Great serve from Gray. And hit right at Plummer. Plummer just trying to get a piece of it. And it's point UCLA. There's Jenna Frazier on the swing for the Bruins. And the Bruins lead by 1, 23-22. Here's Tori Van Winden. Cross-court serve. Gray with the up. Ajanaku. And a whistle blown. It's point UCLA. Double touch by the Cardinal. And set point for the Bruins. We're tied at 1 set apiece. 24 serving 22. Some big points coming up. And It'll be Tor Van Winden, the freshman, back to serve for the Bruins. Gray. Touch over by Plummer. Cross court, and Plummer takes care of it up front. Big time play for Catherine Plummer in set number 3. The cross court set, and Plummer finds the open space in the back right corner. And the Cardinal down by 1. 23 serving 24. Here's Plummer. Backside set. And that'll be set point for UCLA. They take set number 3, 25-23. The battle back and forth, and they pull ahead 2-1. They win the first set 25-16. The Cardinal come back, win the second set, and then UCLA finishing off set number 3, 25-23. A heart-thumping second and third set here at Maples Pavilion, and we'll be back with set number 4. Let's see what the Cardinal can do. Down 2-1 against the Bruins of UCLA. Welcome back to Stanford University. Ted Ember covering all the action for you tonight. Thanks for joining us on Pac-12.com. UCLA leading the way 2-1, but it's been back and forth as these two top-ranked teams going head-to-head tonight on a Saturday evening. in Northern California. For the Cardinal, Adriana Fitzmaurice and Moretta Lutz, both the difference makers, as well as Catherine Plummer, as UCLA will serve first to kick off the fourth set. Chandler. It's going to be a free ball for the Bruins to start set number 4, and the put away from Tori Van Winden. UCLA striking first every time to start off the set. They get that early lead, able to push it ahead. Inky Ajanaku rather quiet this evening, only 6 points, hitting 182 with 4 kills. Cardinal will need to get her more active, and over the head of Ajanaku right there. There's Catherine Plummer with the finish. The freshman ties it up 1 apiece. In fact, in the third set, there was 8 tie scores. 4 different lead changes in set number 3. Overall, 12 ties so far in this match and 6 lead changes. A lot of back and forth action. We're tied at 1. UCLA leads 2-1. Here's Plummer, the power serve. The up by Gray, keeping it alive and over by Ajanaku. A touch shot over the head of the front 2. And Moretta Lutz with the finish. This low set to Lutz. Cross court, she loves that, as I've talked about this whole match. And the Cardinal leads 2-1. A deep serve there from Plummer, sails long, and gives the point right back to UCLA, tied at 2-2 in set number 4. Here's Tori Van Winden for the Bruins. Good serve from Van Winden. Jenna Gray sets it up. And Moretta Lutz gets the finish. Cardinal leads 3-2. Back to serve the libero for the Cardinal. Whistle blown. And a penalty on UCLA gives the point freely to the Cardinal, and it's 4-2. Stanford in the fourth set. UCLA up 2-1. Back to serve is Morgan Hentz, the freshman, the starting libero tonight. Swing from Anderson. Puts it down in time, and it's 3-4. UCLA will head back, and Anderson to serve it up. Jordan Anderson, the senior, 6 foot. 289 kills this season. A service error will hand it right back to the Cardinal. We'll take that. Point Stanford, and it's 5-3 Cardinal in set 4. Back to serve is Kelsey Humphreys, the senior from Newport Beach. Member of the U.S. Junior National Team. Club team captain as well. And point UCLA. Touch the finger of the Cardinal. It'll be 4-5. With Kylie Miller back to serve. Miller out of Rancho Cucamonga. She was ranked one of the nation's top setters. Nice serve. Backside set. And the finish for Woniak. Woniak redshirted her first season at the farm. Went to high school in Germany. She also speaks fluently 5 languages. Her sister plays for Cornell University. As Holland McKenna back to serve for the Cardinals. 6-4 in set 4. Nice up by Plummer. Humphreys back to Plummer. Miller, touch shot over. Nice dig by Humphreys. Falling on the court. And Catherine Plummer with a finish. Puts a statement on that. Let's take another look. Humphreys diving out of the way, and then Plummer just jumping over and saying, I got it. Gets the kill, 7-4. Here's McKenna. McKenna with the cross-court serve. Tip shot over. Diving on the court is Gray. Nice dig. Plummer with a finish again. Back-to-back kills for number 2, Catherine Plummer. Let's take another look at that. As a timeout is called. It's Stanford 8, it's UCLA 4, and it's set number 4. UCLA leads 2-1 at Maples Pavilion tonight. Cardinal with a nice lead in the 4th set by 4 points. Back in just a moment with more Cardinal Bruins action at pac-12.com. And we're back at Maples Pavilion. More Cardinal athletic action for you as the crowd getting loud here at Stanford University. The Cardinal up 8-4 in set number 4. Back to serve is Holland McKenna. Cross-court serve for McKenna. And big swing there from Claire Felix, 6'6" senior out of Colorado Springs. Had her career best 8 blocks in the Pac-12 at Cal on Thursday. UCLA 5, Cardinal 8. The up by Gray. Fitzmaurice with the finish. And it's 9-5 Cardinal. Back to serve is Fitzmaurice, the freshman. 13th in the country at blocking. Fitzmaurice with the down-the-line serve. 9-5 Stanford, set 4. And Catherine Plummer gets one shot right at her, tries to block it, and it's point Bruins. Taylor Formico back to serve. Out of Saratoga, California, the Pac-12 Conference Libero of the Year last year. And Joniku coming in swinging hot. Gets the point as well. It's 10-6 Cardinal. The low backside set to Joniku, powering it down right at Claire Felix. Here's Gray to serve. 10-6 Stanford. Nice serve from Gray. Backside set. Nice block up front by the front 2 for the Cardinal. Gray with the set. Joniku with the swing. Joniku blocking up front and a push over from the Bruins. Gray with the set. Inside to Plummer. Nice rally back and forth between these two teams. Trickles over the net, back and forth. Plummer with the up. Gray, backside set to Lutz. Lutz with a big swing. The up from the libero. Tori Van Winden with the over. They go near side to Plummer. Plummer with a finish. What a point. Catherine Plummer finding open court on the end line. Pushes the Cardinal 11-6. Gray back to serve. Deep serve from Gray. Cardinal up by 5 in set number 4. They trail 2-1. A big swing there from Lutz. Nice backside set from Gray. Lutz looking down the line, putting it right at the front 2 blockers for UCLA. It's 12-6 Cardinal. Jenna Gray to serve. Cross-court serve for Gray. Miller. Block up front from Ajanaku. Backside set for the Bruins. Down the line. And it's point UCLA. Morgan Hentz trying to get the dig on it. Yeah, timeout. Not called. Just some substitutions for the Bruins. Coming in is Ryan Chandler. She'll be back to serve, as well as Riley Buechler. Chandler, the redshirt junior out of San Diego. Second on the team with assists per set last season. Tops a high lob over. Here's the set by Gray. Plummer. And it's point Bruins. Another look at it. Nice block up front from UCLA. 8 serving 12. The Bruins won at Cal in straight sets, a 3-0 finish. The next match versus Oregon, then they'll be at Washington, then home versus USC. Back to serve Ryan Chandler with a cross-court serve. Jenna Gray with the set, backside to Plummer. Plummer sails one deep. Point Bruins. Back to serve again is Chandler. 9 serving 12. Chandler with 16 service aces this season. Gray, Plummer with a tip shot, finds open court, point Cardinal. 13-9 Stanford. Little touch shot over. Right over Jordan Anderson's head up front. It's 13-9. Catherine Plummer back to serve for Stanford. Cross-court spin on it. Touch shot. And Plummer tries to get her left hand on it and sails out of bounds. It's UCLA 10, Cardinal 13. Tori Van Winnen had a huge match tonight so far. Back to serve the freshman out of Napa, just north of Stanford University, wine country. And finding the open court is Jenna Gray. Jenna Gray landing one right on the attack line. Coming in big time swing, nope, just a little soft touch right at the attack line, finding open court. Point Cardinal 14 serving 10. Low set. Be up by the libero. And Lutz with the finish. No, it's Adriana Fitzmaurice. Nice up by the libero. Gray with a low set. Adriana Fitzmaurice with a swinging finish. Cardinal 15, Bruins 10. Now service error will give a freebie to the Bruins. It'll be Jordan Anderson, who's also had a fantastic night so far. The outside hitter, 289 kills this season, 11 serving 15. Set 4, UCLA leads 2-1. Big block up front. Fitzmaurice and Lutz. Let's take another look at that. Swing from UCLA, and there's Adriana Fitzmaurice like a falcon at the net. Gets the point back for the Cardinals. 16 serving 11. Humphreys. Dangerous serve from Humphreys. Be up by the libero. Gray to Vonyak. Ivana Vonyak, the redshirt junior from Germany. I'd say that transition from middle blocker to outside hitter is working out well for Vonyak. Cardinal with a nice lead, up by 6 in the fourth set. 17-11. Humphreys to serve again. That was, block was out of bounds by Ivana Vonyak. Point UCLA. Back to serve will be Kylie Miller, the freshman. Shows UCLA, due to the coaching staff that has had some season career-leading kills and assists with the Bruins so far, as Ivana Vonyak returns the favor. Cross-court finish. Point Cardinal. Look at this backside set. Then Vonyak coming in with a power down the middle. 18-12 Cardinal. Here's Holland McKenna, sophomore out of Laguna Beach. Buechler sails one deep. Point Cardinal. And Stanford up by 7. A timeout called by the head coach Michael Seeley to stop the bleeding for the Bruins. It's Stanford 19. It's UCLA 12 in set 4. Cardinal trails 2-1 in the 4th set now at Maples Pavilion. Stanford 19, UCLA 12. Back in just a moment. Some of the highlights so far in tonight's match. Joniku Fitzmaurice and Catherine Plummer both making a big show tonight at Maples in front of a nice crowd at Stanford University. And set number 4, 19-12 Cardinal. Nice up by the libero. Humphreys. Pushed over by Plummer. Free ball for the Bruins. And it will be point UCLA. The block was outside. Up front from Plummer. UCLA 13 serving 19 in set 4, up 2-1. As we'd like to thank you again for joining us at pac-12.com. Make sure to go to gostanford.com. Pick up your tickets for the next volleyball match versus Texas. McKenna chased that one down and over. A free ball opportunity for the Bruins. And that'll be out of bounds by Hentz. Back-to-back points for UCLA. 14 serving 19. Cardinals still have a 5-point lead in set number 4, but UCLA closing the gap. Here's Riley Buechler with a serve. Gray. Fitzmaurice with the finish. Adriana Fitzmaurice with the kill. Another look at that. Gray with the backside set. Fitzmaurice goes deep on the end line. Taylor Formico, no chance for a dig there. Fitzmaurice with a serve. 20-14 Cardinal. Tip shot over. Up by Humphreys. Gray with a touch shot over. And it's point Stanford 21-14. Nice little tricky play when Gray doesn't pop it up for the set. Goes for the push over. Cardinal 4 points away from tying this up 2 sets apiece. That one touched Plummer, sailed over the head of Fitzmaurice, unable to keep it alive. Point UCLA. Back to serve for the Bruins is Taylor Formico, the libero. Earned 3 team honors last year. Season high 36 digs versus Arizona. It's Gray with the set. Plummer with the finish. Yes, for the Cardinal. 22-15. Catherine Plummer playing a huge role in tonight's match. Inky Ajanaku, not so much. It's been Fitzmaurice and Catherine Plummer. Some big-time swings at the net. Kind of using Joniku as a decoy a little bit, as some confusion on the Bruins side. Point Cardinal, 23-15. Gray to serve again. Jenna Gray hitting over 500 this season for Stanford. Great dig by Jenna Gray. Swing by Plummer. UCLA keeps it alive. Going cross court is Tori Van Winden. Gets the kill in the back court. And it's going to be called a touch on the Stanford side. 16 serving 23 in set 4. Back to serve for the Bruins, Ryan Chandler. The transfer from Pepperdine. 5'9" from San Diego. Set by Gray. And the finish again by Catherine Plummer. And that finish will bring the crowd on their feet. Backside set to Gray. Plummer down the line. No chance for UCLA to pull off a dig there. 24 serving 16. In set 4, Cardinal looking to tie this up 2 sets apiece. Big point for the Cardinal. Touch shot over. Joniku with a tip back. Van Winden blocked up front from Joniku. And the Cardinal pull away in set 4. We're tied at 2 sets apiece at Maples Pavilion tonight. 25-16. The Cardinal pull out the win in set number 4. And we're heading to a 5th set. Back in 2 minutes at Maples Pavilion. We're tied 2 sets apiece. The Cardinal pull out set number 4, 25-16 against the Bruins. Back in just a moment at Stanford University. We're back at Maples Pavilion in set number 5. We're split 2 sets apiece. Number 9 ranked Stanford University facing the Bruins of UCLA, ranked number 13. UCLA won the first set 25-16. The Cardinal came back 25-21 in set 2. UCLA winning the third 25-23, and then the Cardinal 25-16 in set number 4. As we're about to begin the final set tonight at Maples Pavilion, who will take home the W? Back to serve will be the freshman Adriana Fitzmaurice. UCLA has scored first at the beginning of each set. We commence set 5. Over by Plummer. Backside set to Anderson, and they do strike first in set number 5, 1-0. Jordan Anderson with the point, 1-0. UCLA back to serve is Tori Van Winden, a big difference maker tonight for the Bruins. Backside set to Ajanaku with a finish. That's big time from Inky Ajanaku. She's been quiet, but been showing some big power and strength when she's swinging on it. Puts the hammer down right there, evening things out 1 apiece in set 5. Every point is big in set 5. Jenna Gray back to serve for the Cardinal. Nice serve from Gray. Backside set, Anderson. And Ajanaku and Plummer. And he's going to be Catherine Plummer credited with the block. It's 2-1 Cardinal. Another look, backside set, Anderson, and then Catherine Plummer up front like a wall. Cardinal up 2-1, set 5. Here's Jenna Gray. Down the line serve. Yep, by Chandler. Ajanaku stuffing at the net, trails away from the Bruins. And Inky Ajanaku pushes the Cardinal ahead by 2, 3-1 in set 5. Inky Ajanaku, the redshirt senior from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Here's the freshman Gray again to serve. 3-1. Backside set. Anderson finds open ground in between Plummer and Hentz. Point Bruins 2-3. UCLA currently tied for first in the Pac-12 standings with the Cardinal and Washington. So the Cardinal are coming into this match 17-6 on the season. The Bruins 20-5, 11-4 in conference play. 2 serving 3. Cardinal up by 1. Set 5. Plummer. And it's point Cardinal. Tip shot by the Bruins. Here's Plummer down the line. Caught by the head coach, Michael Seeley of the Bruins. And it's 4-2 Stanford. Catherine Plummer back to serve. Down the line serve, a low serve from Plummer. And the finish from Jenny Freyer. A low set to Freyer, and Bruins trail by 1, 3-4. Back to serve for UCLA, Kylie Miller. Freshman, a high school 4-year varsity, graduated with single-season career leader in aces. And another point there for the Bruins to tie things up 4 apiece in set 5. We're split 2 sets apiece if you're just joining us at pac-12.com. Both these teams playing with a lot of heart tonight at Maples Pavilion. It's Kylie Miller again. One of the nation's top setters has a deep serve. Here's Ajanaku with the power. Nice up by Van Winden. And over, they find the open court. Vana Vanyak laying out for it. And the Bruins move ahead 5-4. She was touched by Ajanaku, and Vana Vanyak laying out for it. Couldn't get her left hand on it. Miller to serve again. Miller with a couple bounces. And the serve. Vanyak with the touch. It's going to be a free ball for the Cardinal. Gray. Big swing from Moretta Lutz. We're tied again at 5s. Another look at it, Moretta Lutz. 6'7" junior from Texas. Showing all kinds of power tonight. UCLA striking back, 6-5. Touched at the net by the Cardinal. Back to serve is Buechler. Considered probably the second best player behind Anderson. And at Del Mar, California. Into Torrey Pines High School as Adriana Fitzmaurice tries to put it away. The point goes to the Bruins, and a timeout call by head coach John Dunning, trying to stop this flow of the UCLA Bruins from pushing too far ahead of the Cardinal. It's UCLA 7, it's Cardinal 5 in set number 5. We're tied at 2. Back in just a moment at Maples Pavilion. UCLA up by 2. Two great conference teams battle for an important win tonight. It all boils down to this final set. Winner takes all with the Bruins up by 2, 7-5. Back to serve for UCLA, Riley Buechler. Redshirt senior from Arizona. Up by Gray. Cross court. It's point Cardinal. Moretta Lutz with the finish. Another look at that. Moretta Lutz goes cross court. A nice swing and spin, knocking down a UCLA player. How about that? That might make a highlight reel tonight. 6 serving 7. Set 5. It all comes down to this final set. Point UCLA. Touched by the Cardinal. UCLA 8, Cardinal 6. They'll swap sides. First to 15. In the final set at Maples Pavilion. So they switch sides. The Bruins in the gray tops, blue shorts. The Cardinal in the white tops and black shorts. Just joining us, an exciting match tonight. Back and forth action between these two ranked teams. Taylor Formico to serve for the Bruins. 8-6, UCLA with a lead in set 5. Jenna Gray with the set. And the finish by Ivana Vonyak. Gray with the backside set. Vonyak goes down the line. Kind of an in and out spin on it that she had. And the Cardinal trail by 1. Here's McKenna with the serve. Set Anderson powers one right at Humphreys. Nothing she could do about that. Came so quickly. Anderson, a huge threat at the net. Has a lot of power on her swings. UCLA up by 2 in set 5. It'll be Ryan Chandler to serve 9, serving 7. Cardinal can't let this one pull too far away from them. Fitzmaurice with a big-time swing. Again, Plummer. Nice dig by Humphreys. Fitzmorris, cross-court finish. His backside set, beautiful from Gray. Fitzmorris just takes care of business at front. A lot of credit to Jenna Gray this evening for the kind of sets she's providing for her teammates. Back to Fitzmorris to serve, 8 serving 9. Backside set tipped over. Humphreys to Plummer. Blocked up front, it's point UCLA. UCLA again stretches their lead to 2. It'll be 10 serving 8. Back to serve Tori Van Winden. Led Thursday with 9 kills. Good server as well. Backside set to Ajanaku. Ajanaku with the finish. Again, Ajanaku shining through at some of the most important moments in tonight's match. Backside set, beautiful from Gray. Ajanaku slicing it through the defense of the Bruins. It's 9 serving 10. Back to serve Jenna Gray, the freshman. Gray with the serve. Anderson able to put one over the net. Moretta Lutz digging down deep for it at the net. UCLA kind of caught a break here as Ajanaku got a piece of it, and then Lutz tried to get the dig up. Wasn't expecting Ajanaku to push it sideways, and UCLA catches a break 11-9. First to 15 in the 5th set. As we're tied 2 sets apiece at Maples Pavilion. Both teams battling hard tonight. The crowd getting into the action. Here's Zana Munoz. Gray. Plummer. Here's Gray with that backside deadly set. And then Catherine Plummer with the finish. Back to serve is Catherine Plummer. Only a freshman, played 85 sets this season. The most kills on the team with 275 coming into tonight's match. 10 serving 11, set 5. Pushed over by the Bruins. Here's Plummer. Goes on the end line, and it's point Cardinal. And we're tied at 11s in set 5. A timeout called on the court from the head coach, Michael Seeley. We're all tied up at Maples Pavilion, 2 sets apiece in the 5th set, 11 each. Back in just a moment with the final few points to see, is it going to be the Bruins or the Cardinals? Back in just a moment at Stanford University. And we're back at Stanford University. Thanks for joining us, all tied up here in set number 5. We're tied at 11 points apiece. Back to serve is the Cardinal out of the timeout called by the head coach Michael Seeley of the Bruins. Here's Catherine Plummer for the Cardinal. Tied at 11, first to 15. Big time swing from the Bruins, and they lead 12-11. Two players will check out. Chandler as well as Frazier for UCLA. Back to serve is Kylie Miller, a freshman from Rancho Cucamonga. Bruins ahead, 12-11. Moretta Lutz, Gray with the up. Plummer with a tip over. Got a little bit too cute with it. Not going for the steady shot, and another timeout call as UCLA pushes ahead by 2, 13-11. First to 15 in the fifth set as we're tied 2 sets apiece. Back in just a moment at Maples Pavilion. UCLA leads 13-11. Just about ready to resume play in the fifth set. UCLA up 13-11 in set number 5 here at Maples Pavilion at Stanford University. The Bruins ranked number 13th in the nation. The Cardinal number 9. Both teams tied for first in the Pac-12 conference with Washington. Back to serve will be the Bruins, 13 serving 11. Ajanaku blocked up front. The up by Plummer. Jenna Gray. Over to Vonyak. Formico. And the put away by Buechler. And it's match point for UCLA. Coming out of the timeout in the fifth set has not gone the Cardinal way. Let's see if they can rally back from 14-11. As it'll be Miller back to serve again. 14-11 in the fifth set. Match point UCLA. Free ball for the Cardinal. And Riley Buechler for UCLA puts it away. And the Bruins win tonight at Maples Pavilion, 15-11 in the fifth set. The Bruins will move to 21-5 on the season. The Cardinal will fall to 17-7. Stanford University will also drop 11-5 in conference play. They put up a tough match here tonight. Both teams did. A lot of back and forth. A lot of great defensive plays as well as attacking at the net. The Cardinal will move on to head off to Arizona to face ASU and University of Arizona before coming back here to Stanford University to finish off the final 2 games of 2016 before the tourney starts for NCAA. And the Bruins will head home to face Oregon after a back-to-back win in Northern California. First at Cal in straight sets, and then tonight in a tough contested match. They pull it out in 5. The final score in the fifth set is 15-11 UCLA. UCLA with the win. Cardinal with a hard